Hello, welcome to the Department of Environmental Quality's Electronic Reporting System, nForm. This training video will be about how to complete the 110-501 lead-based paint abatement notification form in the nForm system. Remember, the notification must be submitted a minimum of 5 business days prior to the abatement start date. There are two ways to access the 501 abatement notification form. One is by using the links on the DEQ webpage. Once you have registered, then you can log in using the username and password you have set up during the registration process, and then you can go to the direct form. The other is to go directly to the nForm webpage, log in, then either search for the form using the drop-down list of lead-based paint forms, or search for the form needed using the Finder function, which is in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Once you click on the Finder tab, then type 501 in the space provided and click on the form that is provided below. The first page of the lead-based paint abatement notification form is the landing page. The landing page has some very important information for you to read over. Once you have completed reading this over, please click on the link that says Begin Form Entry below. On this page, you will enter information about the firm and project supervisor working on the abatement project. This includes the name, address, contact information, and certification numbers. There is also a place for the project designers if one was used. Next is the area to input information about certified inspector, including certification number and the date the lead-based paint inspection was performed to determine if an abatement was warranted. The next section is for information pertaining to the residence where the abatement will be performed. Include the type of dwelling, year built, and property physical address. It is also important to enter the address in the box provided on the map, as you can see here. This will populate the required latitude and longitude for you. Once this has been completed, enter the owner or manager name, mailing address, and contact phone number. Be sure to also include the approximate square footage to be abated in this area. Once that is completed, click on the button on the bottom for the next section. This section will be where information about the abatement will be submitted. Enter whether the abatement is in response to an elevated blood lead level, the project start and end dates, and what times of the day the work will be performed. Select the type of abatement, interior or exterior, the methods to be used, and select which tools and procedures will be utilized from the list provided. It is important to include a brief project description of the project and pre-abatement plan project design prepared by the lead-based paint supervisor. Be sure to include all attachments. They are required. Next, you will click on the Review button. Review the information entered. When you are satisfied with the information entered is correct, click Certify and Submit. You can also print a summary page of the entry from this window. On the Certify and Submit page, read the statement and then click Submit Form. Or, again, if you're not ready to submit, you can tell it to save and exit. At this point, you will receive a pop-up saying that your entry has been submitted. From here, you can go to the home page or view your submission. You will also receive an email stating your submission has been received. It will be reviewed, and once it has been accepted and deemed complete, you will receive an email stating this. If during the review process any need for corrections are found, you will receive an email about those required changes. For more information on correction requests, please see our training video that will outline the process for you. Once you have made a submission from any of the nForm pages, you can click on a tab called My Submissions in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Here you will find a list of your submissions, including the submission ID number and its current status. If you need to make a revision to a submission that has not yet been or is in the review process, you can get to the entry here by clicking on the arrow by the entry. If it has been marked complete, it cannot be changed unless it is unlocked for you by one of the lead-based paint staff. A couple important things to note. An amendment notifying the agency of changes to the project start date must be received no later than 5 business days prior to the previously submitted project start date. An amendment notifying the agency of changes to the project completion date must be received prior to the previously submitted project complete date. Cancellations must be received no later than 2 business days prior to the project start date. This has been training for how to enter and submit information for the 501 Initial Abatement Notification Form. If you need any assistance, please feel free to contact us at DEQ using our number at 405-702-4100. Or you can also reach us via email at lbpreporting@deq.ok.gov.